Hello, everyone. I'm Amadeo, and as you know, I'm the historian for Mu Alpha Theta. This year has seen a big shift in how we have operated within the club, with major challenges in our aspirations to invoke the passion for mathematics and providing guidance. In 3 years of active participation, I have seen practices receive far less attention, while competitions have not had the most successful reception this year. I understand that many of these issues were intrinsic of the pandemic, but despite this, I think there is still room for improvement. If I become president or vice president of the club, I would make sure of the following things. For general meetings, the information I think should be delivered timely and concisely as usual. I would then make sure to post meetings in easily accessible places like Instagram, Remind, or recap what was discussed for those unable to attend. For practices, I would like to highlight the need to use more practice tests and institute ways to practice in a team setting for competitions. Speaking of which, I would have preparatory practice sessions for those interested. To maximize participation, I would advertise the competitions through Instagram as well as send more reminders constantly. Overall, I think that in order to increase active participation, I would rearrange ways in which points are awarded so that members are not left behind. Personally, despite my situation with the absence of scrapbooking, I still believe I could serve as a capable and informative leader for Mu Alpha Theta. I would address with care the concerns of any member and be open to criticisms and suggestions from any of the members and the board. In any case, I want to demonstrate the same passion and intent to learn mathematics like many of you. I just want to contribute something of equal significance to what the club provided me, which of course was the inquisitive mind to learn more mathematics.
It was during 8th grade, when I stopped grabbing every math competition as an opportunity to play hot potato with my teammates. So what changed how I perceived math? Oyster crackers. And because the hot potato ended up in someone's mouth. Anyways, they offered packs of little hexagonal oyster crackers at the math count state competition I was attending in 8th grade. Sure, I took them. Later, I saw the same hexagonal shapes in the bee nest that was right above where I was standing. I looked at the oyster cracker still in my hand and the bee nest right above my head and thought, 720 degrees in a hexagon. It helped me on my test later that day, but most importantly, it helped spark my interest in mathematics, which is why I'm here today. Hi everyone, my name is Janet Liu, and I'm running to be your next Mu Alpha Theta president. Why should you vote for me? My passion for math, dedication to our organization, and innovative ideas will allow me to make our club more engaging for all members. Personally, I explored my passion for math through math camps and classes, helping me qualify for the AIME in 10th grade. My experience taught me the importance of having a strong math community where we can all motivate and help each other with math problems. As president, I want to create a rewarding Slack group to promote engagement in math activities. I will bring more fun to our members by creating an interactive Instagram math initiative, recognizing participants with gift cards. Third, I will lead our club to participate in the Mu Alpha Theta Mathematical Minutes video contest. Finally, I'd love to host math celebration events throughout the school year to increase math interest school-wide and grow our Mu Alpha Theta membership. Next year, I will continue to participate in all available competitions and share my passion for math while sparking interest and promoting knowledge of mathematics among club members. If you want a president who will create a greater variety of opportunities for you within the organization, or someone who will be extremely dedicated to all club activities, then vote Janet Liu for president. Thank you.
3.14159, this is pi. Hey, that's when I was born, March 14th on Pi Day. Maybe that explains why I love math so much. Hi, my name is Melinda Liu, and I'm running to be your next Mu Alpha Theta president. What do I want to give you? A pi. Yes, you heard that right. To start off, let's solve a math problem together. Px squared plus ix plus e equals me. Let's assume the discriminant will be positive, therefore avoiding the complex and imaginary fields. Makes sense, as my goals aren't imaginary, nor are they complex. They're real. A good problem-solving strategy is to work backwards, so let's do that. E, experience. Since freshman year, I've attended all of the available competitions and practices and placed several times. I qualified for the Amy after much practice with problem solving and further my involvement by serving on your executive board. I contained experience necessary to effectively serve you as your president. Initiative. I will apply my excellent leadership, communication, and organizational skills to take the initiative to help more people become interested, involved, and successful in Mu Alpha Theta. How, you may ask? P. Plan. This upcoming year, I'll foster connections among all members through interactive activities and celebrations. I'll plan fun activities such as a Pi Day trivia event, encourage involvement in creative competitions, create lessons dedicated to general math for requested topics that you are most interested in, increase opportunities to earn membership points, implement your ideas into our club, and produce resources necessary to ensure the success of all members. I'm dedicated to helping you create the best Mu Alpha Theta experience possible and will input all the effort necessary to see that happen. We saw P. I've got a plan. And that's Pi. I have the experience necessary to take the initiative to carry out my plan. So how exactly will I give you this Pi? Good question. Vote Melinda Liu for president and you'll find out. Thank you. By the way, did you know that writing 3.14 backwards creates Pi?
Alpha Theta. My name is Cole Mackey, current pre-calc division coach, and in the next minute and 55 seconds, I'll be explaining to you why you should vote Mackey for MAO president. To do this, my top researchers poured hours into finding the perfect combination of subjects to address, and they finally cracked the code with the acronym COLE: Communication, Organization, L, which I'll get to in a minute, and Engagement. First, C for communication. I'm sure we've all experienced a classic case of confusing club communication, and clearly, that's just not cool. Things like reminds and general meetings really help with club transparency and information spread, and with around 8 years of band and choir performance experience, I am more than used to presenting to large audiences. But it's also important for the rest of the club to have a voice in what we do as a whole, which is a concept I've been applying in the pre-calc division through frequent surveys asking for feedback on meetings, something we can apply to the whole club next year. Next up, we have O for organization, and for this, I have to ask you, do you really want to spend every meeting listening to an hour-long lecture with little time for actual practice before competitions? Unfortunately, time is the limiting factor here since we only have one semester to learn and practice a year's worth of math. Thus, I propose we have a vote for optional, extra, or extended practices throughout the year for more test prep and strategizing, not just lectures. This concept also segues into L because those extra practices will be keeping you from taking that L at your next comp. Finally, we have E for engagement between the club and its members, and for this I have two main ideas. First, a Pi Day party. I mean, come on guys, we're a math club. How can we not celebrate Pi Day on March 14th with a Pi competition party? And second, I'm already working on creating a Rubik's Cube club division for something fun to do at the end of this year, and I see no reason why that shouldn't extend into next year for fun races and competitions too. With that, once again, my name is Cole Mackey, and with one final oblique a Tory bad math pun, remember, don't be wacky and vote for Mackey.
Hello, my name is Brooke Reed, and I am running to be your Mu Alpha Theta president this upcoming school year. As most of you likely know, I am one of your current vice presidents, and I was also one of the sergeants at Arms last school year. I've been a member of this club since my freshman year here, and I have been competing in math since elementary school. I've always had an interest in this subject, and being a part of Mu Alpha Theta has helped me bring this into my extracurriculars, so I try to be as involved as I possibly can. I know that there's been little going on this year in the club because of the pandemic, but we have all done our best to work around all the restrictions that have come from running a club with COVID roadblocking most activities. Next year, when more of these restrictions on our club have been lifted, I hope to have more events so that we can all have a fun time in this club. There are so many things we had to unfortunately cancel this year, but I hope to make this club an exciting part of your week that you can look forward to being involved with in the coming year. I want to be a president who you feel like you can suggest ideas to and who can restore some of the excitement that was inevitably lost during the last year. This club has been an important part of our school since its founding, and I will make sure that Mu Alpha Theta does not get lost during these times when we all are having to adapt. There are so many ways that we can integrate technology into what we do as a club, and while I hope we can interact more in person, I know that realistically there will still be hybrid learning next year, so we will need to make it mesh with Mu Alpha Theta. Thus, I hope to restore the enjoyment of this club to all of you, and that's why I'm running to be your president next year. So, if you all want to enjoy Mu Alpha Theta as much as I would, please vote for me, Brooke Reed, as your Mu Alpha Theta president for the 2021 to 2022 school year. Thank you.
My name is Jack Smith, and although I may have the most generic name on the planet, I can assure you that if you vote for me as your Mu Alpha Theta president for the upcoming school year, my time as president will be anything but generic. I'm running for office again this year so that I can continue to implement some of the ideas that I have. As I was one of your vice presidents this year, I know what ideas are realistically achievable and also understand what it takes to make this club one of the most successful out of school. One of my big ideas is to create bridge programs at the local middle schools. Many students love our Mighty Mu event that we host, but that only happens once a year. By creating programs at the middle schools, I would be able to help these students retain their love for math, and it would also boost our membership in the upcoming years as they hopefully choose to come to Palm Harbor and participate in our club. Another idea that I have is to create practices that are focused on competitions such as the AMC. I feel as if our current once-a-week practice system does not adequately prepare us for success in these competitions. Finally, I would like to give you all the opportunity to have a little bit more say in how the club is run, whether you're on the board or not. I would create a Google form in which you could submit ideas that you have for the club. So even if you're not on board, you can still share with us the ideas that you have. And I would also create another Google form in which you could submit feedback about the coaching system and how you think your coaches are doing. To conclude, I'm once again asking for your support in this year's Mu Alpha Theta presidential election. Thank you for your consideration.